Hi everybody, welcome into my dining room gym again. Today I'm going to do a little fitness fusion workout, combination of some yoga style moves, Pilates style moves, body weight training exercises, and traditional stretching techniques. If you want to wear fitness shoes, you can, just do not stand on a mat because your shoes will stick to the mat. If you'd like to go barefoot, you can use the mat. I'm going to use my bare floor until I get to the floor work, and then I'll get my mat out. Let's begin. Let's roll our shoulders up, down, and back. Start to kind of check in with your breathing, making it a little deeper. Let's inhale, lift both arms up, and exhale, release. And again, inhale, lift. And exhale. Inhale, lift. Keeping both arms up, let's take that right arm. We'll allow it to release and come back up. Lower the arms. Inhale, lift again. Arms will stay up. Left arm will release. Come back up. Release the arms down. Shoulders roll up, down, and back. Here comes the chatigo. And there goes the chatigo. And one more shoulder roll. Separate the feet out just a little bit more. Inhale, lift again. This time, arms will stay at the top. Sink down slightly. We're going to tilt both arms from the waist over to the right. Let's go ahead and move over to our left. Back into center. Release the arms down. Inhale, lift. Arms again staying up, shoulders drawing down, tilting to our left, bringing it back through center and over to the right, back to center and release. Nice. Inhale, lift both arms up. We're going to swan dive. That means with a long spine, we'll bend those knees halfway down, place the hands above the knees. I'm going to spinal roll up, starting at the base of my spine, come up to tall standing. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift. Half of a swan dive, forward fold. Now this time, as we release the crown of our head, spinal roll up and standing tall. Third time, if you would like to, go ahead and swan dive all the way down to the floor, softly bending our knees. Then we'll go ahead and release the crown of our head down and a spinal roll up. Relaxing our shoulders up, down, and back. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Bring the hands behind us. Lacing our fingers, let's draw those shoulders down and back. Open up the front. Inhale, arms out. Exhale, squeeze that beach ball. Inhale, hands come up behind the ears. And exhale, fingertips connect behind our lower back. Let's do that again. Inhale, arms out. Exhale, hug a tree. Squeeze the air out of that beach ball. Inhale, open. Exhale, fingertips connect. This is called a four-way stretch. And let's do this one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Very nice. Let's step our feet out. We're going to turn out at our hips, knees, and toes. We'll inhale both arms up. Just going to release into a little bit of a plie. Allow those arms to cross at the bottom. Inhale as we lift our arms up. Exhale as we let the arms come down. This is our modified version of a traditional sunflower in yoga. Finishing one more. Let's turn those palms forward, arms in a nice strong V. Drawing the shoulder blades down. Inhale as we are up here. Exhale as we draw those elbows behind us to our mid-back. And inhale. Coming back down into that plie as we draw the arms behind us. This is our moonflower. Pay some attention to those muscles in the mid-back area. Feel them tighten as we draw the elbows down. And then feel the tops of the shoulders. Maybe the top of the chest, get a little active stretch. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's finish up one more. And then we'll bring the arms halfway down. Sit it back down into your plie, and I'm just easy twisting side to side. Easy twist. Keeping the hips anchored in their spot so we don't actually turn or rotate through our hips, but up in the waist. Let's do one more on each side, right to left. Come back into center, release the arms out and down, and let's add a little bit of lateral flexion, reaching down behind the calves, maybe behind the back of the knee, maybe we're working up more into the back of the thigh area. And let's do 4 more. And release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, arms down. Let's walk our feet in. Feet are aligning under the hips. We're going to inhale, lift. Exhale, sweep and sit back into modified chair. So we're going to bring the arms forward from the shoulders. Inhale, lift. The depth of our chair squat might be, I don't know, maybe halfway down. And each time we do another chair squat, let's see if we can increase the depth of that chair. I am still having my arms coming forward. In a traditional chair, our arms would come up alongside of our ears. Inhale as we lift, exhale as we sit back. We want to feel those leg muscles warming up. Heart rates also might be coming up a little bit. This is a very fluid or flowing workout. We don't hold poses. We're almost there. Let's do one more. We'll inhale to the top. Let's go ahead and do that swan dive forward fold from here. Remember, you can always stop halfway or go ahead and release all the way down. Now this time I am going to place those hands probably on the shins. We're going to extend forward with our chest. Then I'm going to release back down, crown of my head to the floor. Then we pull the chest forward, arms out and up. Let's sweep and sit back in a chair this time. Let's see if we can get those arms up. And inhale, lift. Float those hands down to our sides. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to take the right foot forward, left foot will go back. Feet are a little bit apart, right to left. Looking very similar to a fitness lunge. Let's just start by lowering and lifting. Let's draw those shoulders down. I'm going to go ahead and reach my arms forward at the bottom and hold. I'm going to twist to the right, come back center and stand. Now let's just move that with a little more flow and up. Coming down, twist, center, and lift. Halfway down into that lunge, pretend you have a ball right in between the palms of your hands. Arms staying parallel through that rotation. Let's do one more. Step in center. Shake the feet out. Let's go ahead and move right into our other side. Your left foot will stay forward. Our right foot will go back. Let's go ahead and lower lift. Next time, let's add the arms forward. Rotating to your left. Come back center and stand. Now that we've got the pattern on this side, move it with a little more fluidity. And that's up to you how fast you would like to go. We always want to be in control. That's our primary focus here, rather than how many repetitions we would get in of a particular move. Spine is nice and long from the tailbone up through the crown of our head. Got that ball in between our hands. Keeping our arms parallel as we twist from the waist. How about 2 more? And 1 more. Nice. Let's walk those feet in, shake them out. We're going to step out to a nice wide plie-like stance. And we're going to shift our body weight a little bit side to side. We're going to take that left arm. We're going to reach and pull, thinking almost of moving in and out of a variation of side angle here. I want us to focus a little on pulling into the back, staying low. Let's do one more. We're going to hold it over here to your right. Now, we're going to try to revolve outward. And then we'll come back center. Let's circle that arm in 3 times. Focusing on our shoulder range of motion. And let's come back into center. Let's start that shift to the left. We'll do the same thing. Staying level through the hips. Let's take our right arm. Reach and pull over the ear. Side angle variation with movement. Feel the back muscle work as you pull the arm behind you. It's like a one-arm moonflower. On the next one, let's hold it over there. Now, rotating outward, away from the floor. Come back to center. Circle that arm 3 times around. One more. And release. Let's walk our feet in and shake it out. We're going to go ahead and step back out into your right foot. Toes will be pointing towards your side wall. The long edge of your foot will be parallel with the edge of your mat or maybe the wall over here. Thinking warrior 2. Shoulders aligning over hips. Arms extend out. Draw those shoulders down. Now we're going to change this move. Turn those palms up. Pumping warrior. We're going to lift up and down. Up and down. So we're coming in and out of that lunge position on the right side, lifting and lowering with our breath. Inhale and exhale. Let's do one more. Now, keeping your right palm up, we'll turn that left palm down. We'll reach forward and then open up that rib cage. Keep space between the ear and shoulder here, and I'm going to start to straighten and bend that right knee and hip again. Up and down, maintaining that reverse warrior upper body positioning. And one more time, and then we'll hold. Arms back into our warrior 2. Release the arms down. Carefully walk your feet into center and shake it out. So we're going to do the exact same thing to the other side. Left toes pointing to the left wall. Step the feet apart. Long edge of your foot parallel with the wall over here or the back edge of your mat. Shoulders align over hips. Arms extend out and draw the shoulders down. Palms will turn up. We'll inhale, straighten. Exhale, releasing back down into your lunge position. Let's hold it down here on this one. Turn your back palm down. We'll reach forward. Open up that left rib cage into our reverse warrior. We can gaze upward. We can gaze maybe between the shoulder and elbow, or we can gaze straight ahead, keeping our neck in alignment with the rest of our spine. Let's go ahead and add this movement underneath. We will straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. Up and release. Whatever way your breath, as far as your inhale and your exhale, would like to work on a move such as this one, go with what feels natural for you. And we'll do one more. And release arms out. Release them down and carefully walk on in. All right, let's shake that out a little bit. Let's come back out to our plie squat again. Heel raises will be next. Pelvic tuck, hands at the fold of our hips. Lifting the right heel and then our left. We're going to try to maintain this plie position without shifting side to side or up and down while we do our heel raises. And 4, 3, 2, maintain that plie if you can. Extend the arms out. Small forward moving shoulder circles. Extend and lengthen down the arm and right out through those fingertips. And let's reverse direction, pulling the arm circles back. Very, very small. And release. I'm going to come up out of my plie, spin my toes forward, sink down slightly with the pelvic tuck, bring the arms up. I'm going to tilt to the right, come back center, tilt to the left, come back center, release. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, down. Arms will come up, keeping that bent knee position. We will tilt left, come through center, tilting right, come back center, and release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, arms up. Draw the shoulders down, tilting right and left. Come back to center, releasing arms. Inhale, lift, straightening knees, come back down. We'll do this one more time. Arms will come up, tilting to the left, to the right. Come back center and release. Nice. Walk it in, shake it out, and let's go ahead and move on. Let's take a back lunge to knee balance. Right foot will be our stable foot. We will lunge back and down with our left. We will come up into balanced knee. Back lunge. Push into that right foot. Bring the left knee up. Back lunge. So moving nice and slow. Getting a little deeper into that lunge if you can. Hips and knees closer to 90-90. Let's hold this last knee up if we can. And let's open that hip like a gate and close it. Open and close. One more. Open, close, and release. Shake that out, shake it out. Other side. Feet under the hips. Draw the shoulders up, down, and back. Back lunge, lower the knee towards the floor. Come back up, and a knee. Foot back, lower down, pull through, finding your balance, and down, and balance. So working towards a 90-degree angle, the front hip, and both knees if we can. We will do one more. We will hold this next one up in balance. And we'll see about our gates here. So we rotate out at the hip, bring it back in, out, in, out, and in, and release. All right, let's do a little standing cat and cow for just a break. So I'm going to turn to the side here. So we're going to hinge and lengthen, crown of our head forward, tailbone reaching back. Big inhale breath. And then exhale, round as much as you can. Inhale, open the front, lengthen, and exhale. So continuing with your own breath. And I'll cue us to finish. Let's finish one more set. Let's return our spine to neutral. Tuck that belly in and up, and spinal roll right on up. Let's do a couple shoulder rolls. Bring it back facing forward. Alrighty, we're going to step to the left side of our space. We're going to step out into more traditional side lunge position. And we're going to push off, hip abduction balance. Side lunge, push off, and balance. Side lunge, push off. Side lunge, push off. One more. Side lunge, and push off. Now step on over and sink down into this right leg. Hands on the hips. Toe tap. Float that toe over the floor. As fast as you can. Keeping all your body weight in this right side. 4, 3, last 2, and 1. And straighten it up and walk it out. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So you move to the right of your space. Side lunge, hip abduction. Side lunge, push off. Side lunge, push off. Give yourself just a little bit of a power move out of that side lunge. And then hit that abduction. Put on those brakes. Gaining control. Let's finish one more. Step on down, come on over. Sink down to that left side, single leg squat, hands on the hips, draw the shoulders down. And now it's like you're just skimming that toe right over the floor. All of our body weight, if we can, is in that left leg. Just creating this instability on the right side. Abdominals in, shoulders draw down. Very, very small bend at the knee and at the front of our hip. Light touch. Let's count 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Shake it out. All right, we're getting really close here. Curtsy rotation. We're going to stand on the right foot. We're going to cross that left foot behind us. Lower it down. Arms forward to the corner. Rotate. Back so that your arms right in front of your shoulders. We're not rotating towards the back of the room. Just towards the opposite front corner. And then back. Think corner to corner. So some of you may feel a little heart rate elevation from those taps we just finished. One more rotation in glute curtsy. Come back to center. Release the hands and come on up. Let's find our other side. So your left foot will stay put. Your right foot will cross back, then lower down. Arms facing one corner. Hips are squared, chest squared, fingertips squared. Draw the shoulders down. Rotate to the opposite corner. Think corner to corner. Maintaining that gluteal curtsy position. Moving only at the waist. Again, you can imagine you're holding a ball in your hands if you'd like. Do one more. We'll finish back with arms straight front from our shoulders. Float those hands down and step in. All right, it is time for you to get your mat if you would like to do some floor work. If you do have shoes, of course you're welcome to keep them on. I think it might be more comfortable if you took them off, but obviously your choice on that. I'm going to angle my mat just a little bit here. And let's go ahead and find our way down to the floor, however that works best for you. So we're going to start in an easy seated position. our back is nice and long. Draw those shoulders down, and then I'm going to open at my hips. I'd like to see if we can keep those backs long rather than rounded. Now, I'm going to take the arms forward, just like we did in our gluteal curtsy twist. Holding that imaginary ball in our hands and rotating corner to corner. So this is still kind of embedded in our brain here, just in a different position. Obviously feeling the core more with our lean back seated upper body. And let's do one more each direction. Come back center and release. I'm going to turn forward. I'm going to cross our ankles. Let's do right ankle in front. Let's take your left arm over the ear in a lateral reach. And change sides. Now, we're going to twist towards the left. Sit up tall, draw those shoulders down, lengthen the spine. Come through center, other side. Come back center, fingertips forward, anchoring our gluteals to our mat, and reach forward. See if we can get those ears aligning with our biceps here. Crown of our head pointing forward or down towards the floor. And then we'll spinal roll up. Let's do the same thing. We're going to take your other ankle in front, sitting up nice and tall. And let's sweep over. And again. Sitting tall, rotating. Come through center, rotating. Square yourself forward, fingertips reach. The gluteals will anchor to your mat, tailbone staying pointed down, and extend forward. And spinal roll up. And we're going to go ahead and return to our original position on our mats. We're going to go ahead and spinal roll down. We're going to bring our knees up over our hips. Our arms are relaxed at our sides. We're going to take that right leg or left leg. It doesn't really matter because we're going to alternate. Now you can do a little toe tap. You can flex the feet and do a heel tap. We're going to brace the abdominals. Maintain your neutral back. So you probably have a little bit of air between your back and the mat where you naturally have a curve. So we have the option now. We're going to take both feet down if we would like and come back up. Remember, you can do the toes or you can do the heels or you can alternate. The slower you go, the more you will probably feel this. If you go fast, you might lose a little bit of that control and precision. Focusing in on maintaining your neutral back position. Next time, let's take our feet down. We need to have both feet on our mat, bent knee position. Walk your heels in a little bit closer to the glutes. Feet are flat. Bridge is next. We will inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Let's go ahead and push into the floor. Open up the front of our bodies. Arms are relaxed on the mat beside us. Squeeze your knees in. Release to neutral. And lower down. So we have a little movement at the top of the bridge. We bridge. See if you can bring those inner thighs together. Then just release to your neutral and come back down. Open. Inner thigh squeeze. Release. And down. And again, lift. Squeeze. In. And down. Let's do two more. Lift. Squeeze. In. And one more time. Lift. Squeeze. In. And down. Walk the feet out just a little bit. Let's go ahead and open this butterfly pose in our reclining position. You may want to kind of double check on the abdominal muscles here. If your back arches up from the floor when you do that, Tuck those abdominals in. Try to get back into that neutral spine position. Relax your shoulders. A couple of nice breaths here. Staying in our reclined butterfly, we're going to take our starfish hands, position them behind the head, thumb at the base of the ears for some crunches. Beginning with an inhale, exhale, curl. Inhale, release. I'd like you to concentrate. Use your full inhale and exhale on these moves. Full breath at the bottom, exhale all the air out at the top. So each one of us doing our own speed on this drill. Each one of us having our own pace because it's with our breath. Let's do one more. Release. Hands come to the outside edges of the thighs. Let's help bring those knees in. And we're going to turn on our side to face me. So I'm going to support, rest my head on my forearm. Bottom knee bent, top leg straight. I'm going to rotate the toes up and the toes down. So I'm doing this in my hip muscle. Just rotating up and down. Up and down. Two more. And last one. Now let's square those toes forward. We're going to take this arm behind our head and I'm just going to crunch up and down. Shorten the base of our ribs to the top of that hip. The top leg staying slightly lifted. We don't do a ton. 2 and 1. All right, bring that top leg down. Both knees will be bent. We'll walk ourselves up carefully and bring ourselves around to the other side. So we'll bring ourselves down, resting the head on the forearm. Bottom leg is bent, top leg is straight. So we begin with some hip rotations here. Externally rotating the hip, toes come up, toes go down. Toes go up, toes go down. Focus on the different feeling in these positions. Let's do one more. And now we will square forward, so the kneecap facing directly in front. We're going to go ahead and bring this hand behind the head, and I'm going to lift and lower. So I'm allowing myself to use that bottom arm to support some of my trunk. But I'm also concentrating and focusing on the shortening of the base of my rib cage to the top of my hip on that top side. And let's do one more. Oh, let's do another one. They're so much fun. And then just one more to keep it company and we are done. I absolutely promise. And release. Nice job. All right, use your hands. Bring yourself back up. Let's come into a little seated butterfly. Right here. Toes get a little cold. And a little rub. Couple of nice relaxing breaths. And I'm going to turn back, feet at one end of my mat. We're almost done. It's not a really long workout today. We're going to sit tall. We're going to spinal roll down. Arms stay at our sides at the bottom. All the way back of our head on the mat, tuck the chin and spinal roll up. Almost like we're just moving in slow motion. With control. Make sure you get the back of your shoulders down, back of your head down before we start to come back up. So if we need a little assistance coming up, you can always use your hands. They're down there. You can kind of push in the floor and then reach. Same thing, I can come here, help myself down, open up the chest. Use my forearms, come on up, and as soon as I can, I'll bring those hands forward and extend. Hands stay at our sides. Exhale. So the slower you go, again, the more you might feel this. You'll especially feel that place where it's a little bit more challenging, and it's usually not too high up from the floor. And that's where we might want to just hesitate our work a little bit. Right there. Exhale, curl. And this time we will go all the way down. We are going to stay down. We're going to move into our stretch. So working on the same side, so you can just listen to me here. You're going to walk your left foot into bent knee position. We'll extend that right leg up straight from the hip, flex the toes down to the shin. Traditional fitness, athletic hamstring stretch. Now we'll take the left arm out from the shoulder. We're going to open the right leg out to the side. You will also want to open up the left hip and knee for counterbalance. We want to feel 4 points, outside edges of our hips, outside edges of our shoulders, staying connected to the mat. Now bring that right ankle in, cross it right over that left thigh, draw that leg in for your pigeon pose or figure 4 stretch. Do some ankle circles with that bottom foot. And release everything back down, both feet on the floor, bent knee position. Let's take it to the other side. So we will keep the right foot down. We will open up our left leg, flex the toes to the shin for traditional hamstring. Right arm goes out. We will open up that left hip, open up the right hip. Feel those 4 points connecting to the mat. A couple of breaths. We'll fold that knee, come into your figure 4 or pigeon pose stretch. Ankle circles with that bottom foot. Come to double knee to chest stretch. We can either rock and roll it up if you would like, or you can place the feet down and spinal roll up. And let's turn front. Find your favorite easy seated position. Let's roll those shoulders up, down, and back. Just a little tilt, ear to shoulder. Other side. Back into neutral. Turning head to the right. Turning to the left. Back to neutral. Bring the hands behind your low back, lacing our fingers, draw the shoulders down, lifting a gaze upward just a little bit. Release the hands out, hug that big tree, open, squeeze shoulder blades. Exhale, hug that tree. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades. Let's do that one more time. Exhale. Inhale, float your hands down. Palms up, inhale, lift, hands together at the top, hands to heart center. And thank you very much for joining me today. I hope this felt good, released some stress, connected mind and body. Have a wonderful afternoon. Thanks for joining me.